Hey guys, we are Stephen and Brooke from Lefeventures.
And welcome to our third and final lockdown vlog.
So this month is a wee hodgepodge full of places that we've gone.
You've been so many different places, both near and a little bit further away because lockdown rules have changed. So we hope that you enjoy joining us for a couple of weekends worth of activities.
Hi there. So we have come today to Bushy Park, which as you can tell is really windy, so we have decided to record this in the future.
The magic of post-production.
So Bushy Park is about a half an hour drive away from our home in Woking.
And it's in Richmond upon Thames.
It's one of the royal parks of London, or of the UK, something like that.
Which means something.
It means the Queen hangs out there a bit.
I don't even know if that's true. I think maybe I don't know, I'm not going to make up facts, but there's really cool deer there, and there was lots of birds that we'd never seen before, and yeah, it was really, really cool.
And although it was super windy, it was a really nice day to get out, because it was still quite warm.
Yeah, it didn't feel as windy as it was, but once we heard the audio come back when we got home, it was all So we were just driving down the road, coming back from Sainsbury's, and we saw this really cool old building that we're going to go check out. We know nothing about it, but
it's on the top of the hill up there. You can't see it, but it's in behind there. It's St Catherine's Chapel that we've discovered at the top of the hill. It's where they used to hold fairs back in the 14th century.
1308.
Yeah.
With King Edward, hanging out and having a good time.
So this morning we have come to this lovely wee
village
called Share, which is about a 5-10 minute drive away from Guildford. It's apparently from the 11th century. It was in the Doomsday book.
It's so cool. It's also in Bridget Jones's diary, which is a bit more recent.
And more people probably would have seen or read.
Yeah.
Rather than the Doomsday book.
So now I am Bridget Jones and this is my diary. So now that we're able to get out of the house a little bit further because the lockdown rules have changed, we've come to Chitton, which is a Tudor village near Winchester Castle, which we're about to go and check out. We're just waiting for our time slot that we pre-booked, and yeah, it should be really cool. And we've just found Chitton Castle.
So these trees were donated in commemoration of the Japan earthquake in 2011.
Oh,
These blossom trees.
it's nice.
Yeah.
So it just feels like spring through here. Look at all these daffodils. There is just a sea of daffodils here. Holy moly bagoli.
So this is Anne Boleyn's castle, her childhood home,
Yeah.
where she grew up. Imagine running around these fields, running around all these trees and these blossoms and these peacocks and these birds, thinking to yourself, one day
I'm going to get my head chopped off.
I'm going to get my head chopped off.
It's super interesting being here because I just remember being in year 12, learning about the Tudors and history class and things like that. So it's really interesting to think about this existing when that was. It's just
When they were around properly. Yeah. Me, the ghost of Anne Boleyn. So yes, really cool, but also actually quite busy, would you say?
Yeah, just because we've come in the afternoon. It's just the culmination of everyone from all of today, I imagine.
Yeah, a number of people that haven't left yet that are still hanging around. So if you're going to come, I would say come in the morning.
That's why it's so busy. It's because there's an Easter egg hunt because it's Good Friday today. This is amazing.
So cool. I think you can rent boats to take out on the lake too.
Yeah, during non-COVID times.
So I have to come back at some point.
Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I really wasn't expecting this.
No, really the same. So £15 each. Definitely worth it.
Amazing, do it.
So today we've driven about 40 minutes out of Woking to Reading.
It's really nice here, and
Yeah.
the weather is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So glad to be out of the house.
Yeah, we just walked through a nice wee gardens area, park area, where there were lots of families picnicking, and this huge lion
It's huge.
as
oh my
well.
goodness.
And we came to this little wee alcove to end up at Reading Abbey. It was built in 1128, commissioned by Henry I, and then it was knocked down in 1548, and then it was granted as a historic place in 2018, I guess. So this here is apparently the chapter house, where the monks would daily meet together in order to discuss important monk business, I guess, as well as sing songs and have food. And that there is apparently the most remarkable hymn, or the most remarkable piece of music ever written.
Amazing.
I feel like Indiana Jones, though.
Why does he go into Reading Abbey?
No, he doesn't end up Reading Abbey, but he goes into this place where he wants to get the Ark of the Covenant with the staff, and there's like things like this. And shut up, I want to be Indiana Jones. It's a really quiet town centre. Now that we've been able to explore it a little bit, we're at the town hall, and I think there's a museum back there too.
Yeah.
But it's super quiet. There's like nobody around, which I get because it's COVID and who wants to walk.
It's also Easter Sunday. I imagine people are with their
Yeah.
families, unlike us.
I think we're finishing up in Reading Way now.
Yeah, we're not sure where we're heading next, but I'm sure you'll see with us.
Yeah, I'm hoping we go to an amphitheatre. But
A few moments later.
so we've had a wee half-hour drive out to a small town called Silchester.
Yeah, back in the direction sort of of Woking.
Back in Woking's direction, we've come to this Roman amphitheatre, and there's Roman walls as well from a wee Roman village that was here. This amphitheatre would house between 5,500 to 7,500 people.
How old is that?
From around 55, 75 AD.
Really?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah,
That's
so
old.
It's pretty old. Yeah, so they would have had tiered seating. So this would have been the pit in which they performed it. They probably would have had some surface level seating as well, but they also would have had 5 or 6 levels of tier seating. I think the ground is now higher than it was back in the day.
Yeah, I imagine.
So yeah, they would have performed their plays here.
That's cool. Can you think of any plays that they might have done, shown?
Well, probably in the 50s and 70s AD, it was things like Gladiolus and Lydius, but it might have also been later on, because it was also here in 250 AD. That's probably when you get more of the Passion plays, the story of Christ being told.
Oh yeah.
Once the Romans were a lot more okay with the idea of Christ. Yeah, which is fun because it's Easter today.
Happy Easter. So now we're heading to the wall, which should be very exciting.
What's at the wall, Brooke?
I think it's where the like town centre was during the Roman times.
So Brooke, do you reckon the wall covered that way, or do you reckon it covered that way?
I feel like because the amphitheatre's that way, maybe it covered this way, but then it is higher on this side, so I feel like if you were gonna like bow and arrow people, you release with this hand, in warfare, you would need to be on the higher ground, so maybe this side.
So this is where they would live.
Yes.
So what you're saying, Brooke, is in your history lesson, the soldiers would come up with their bows and arrows.
They would release with both hands.
They would pop their bow and arrow and then they would just drop it where it was. That's what you're saying happens.
Yeah.
That's why the rumors didn't last so long. So today we have driven out about 40 miles, about an hour out of home, and we've come to Winchester. Behind us stands Winchester Cathedral.
It's so huge and it's so cold.
Yeah. We didn't intend to, but we happened to come across on our walk the home of Jane Austen, which is really cool. That's fun.
It's really fun. Hi.
Hi, did you love my turn? Like I wasn't paying any attention, then I just, hi there, I didn't see you there.
Fancy seeing you here.
So we're inside the castle now, which is where Bishop Henry lived. It was built in the 1100s. Obviously it didn't look like this. It had ceilings and fully fortified walls and everything.
Everything you need.
But Brooke's got a cool fact.
Bishop Henry, he was like, guys, I don't want to walk to the well and get my water. I want water to come to me. So he was one of the first people to install running water into his castle.
Lucky
I
man.
know, he's pretty clever.
Cool guy. So this is the old city mill that apparently flooded back in 2018. It's nice to know that the Earth Kingdom has their roots here too. So this channel, or this stream, apparently has been here since 70 AD, the time of the Romans. Yeah.
That's a really long time.
Yeah, so way longer than obviously it was this, way before it was this capital of the UK.
Yeah, which was 671 AD.
Yeah.
Which is also a really long time ago.
Yeah, but this is probably the oldest thing in the city, which is really cool.
That's really cool.
And there were some people fishing in it too.
Yeah.
And it's a really cold day, so I can't imagine how cold they would have
so
been.
cold.
And this wall here is the only remaining wall, or the only remaining structure from that time.
Wow.
So today we have come for a wee drive out to the Ouse Valley Viaduct. Ouse Valley Viaduct?
Ouse? I don't know.
It's a huge viaduct that is from the mid 1800s, I think.
Yeah, and it's got 11 million bricks. So I didn't realise, but when we were driving out here, it took us about 40 minutes, but I didn't realise that my cardigan was hanging out the car the whole time.
Thanks so much for watching, guys.
Yeah, we really appreciate that you've made the effort.
Make sure you like and subscribe, because next week we're off to a very special place.